Okay, so this paper is a fill-in paper, and what I am going to give you is this paper, or this for the video, and so you're not watching my terrible handwriting. You can easily copy it down. But this is going to be, it goes along kind of with the Pythagorean theorem. It's still talking about angles and triangles of sorts, but we're going to talk about parallel lines and transversals and angles that fall in between those. So first of all, parallel lines are, you guys should know this, but lines in a plane that never intersect. So for example, FB, EC. That's parallel lines. A transversal, this is the new thing, is a line that crosses two or more other lines. So the line that crosses in between those parallel lines. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and erase that. Okay, so the types of angles is what the main part of this is about, is the different types of angles, and it'll make sense the more you look at them and practice them. But complementary, you guys learned this last year, or before that actually, two angles that equal 90 degrees, okay? Supplementary, two angles that equal 180 degrees, so that's really like a straight line. 90 degrees would be, you guys know, like that. Interior, angles formed by a transversal and the lines it crosses. So basically what's going on up here, the parallel lines and the line that crosses it. But inside, okay? Interior means inside. So think of it like a sandwich, okay? This is the inside, this is the bread. Okay, so this stuff that's on the inside, the blue 3, 4, 5, and 6, those are all your interior angles. So that's interior. Exterior, angles formed by transversal and the lines it crosses outside the parallel lines. Okay, so like I just did, that's your bread. So exterior angles would be 1, 2, 7, and 8. Alternate, two angles formed by a transversal and the lines it crosses on opposite sides of the transversal. Alternate angles have the same measurement. So for example, 2 and 3, they're opposite each other, but they're going to be the same angles. 2 and 7, those are alternate. They're opposite each other. 1 and 8, same thing. Corresponding angles, I should probably use it for that. Corresponding angles, two angles on the same side of the transversal on a different lines, corresponding have the same measurement. So for example, 4 and 8 have the same measurement. 2 and 6 have the same measurement. 1 and 5 and 3 and 7. And the easy way to look at this is every pair of angles, they're going to add up to be 180. You're going to always have an obtuse, or no, hello, that's not obtuse, an obtuse angle and an acute angle. Okay, there's only going to be two measurements on these. It's either going to be greater than 90 degrees or it's going to be less than 90 degrees. So once you know one measurement, you can figure the rest of them out. Okay, just like 2 and 3 are the same, those are both acute angles. That's why they're the same measurement. 1 and 4, same thing. Those are both obtuse, so they're going to be the same measurement. Vertical, two angles that share a vertex. So that would be a vertex where your 2 points meet. Vertical, two angles that share a vertex, but not a side. Vertical angles have the same measurement. So vertical would be, like I just talked about, 2 and 3. 6 and 7, 5 and 8, because those are both obtuse. 6 and 7 are both acute. And they're right across from each other. So use the last page we looked at to label these, like I kind of talked about. Angle measurements, I'll help you out a little bit. But if angle 1 is 120 degrees, so come up here and look at angle 1. If that's 120, what is the measure of angle 2? So remember, if there are two angles split and they're on the same line, like these two angles are on the same line. So that straight line is going to equal 180 degrees. So all you have to do is subtract 180 minus angle 1, 120, and you're going to get 60. So the measure of angle 2 is 60. I guess I should leave that up there, huh? Straight line, 180 degrees. So if angle 5 is 112 degrees, so angle 5 is 112, what is the measure of angle 2? So same thing, okay? Angle 5 is obtuse, angle 2 is acute. So what are you going to do? You're going to want to subtract. Number 3, if angle 7 is 60 degrees, angle 7 is 60 degrees, what is the measure of angle 2? So we want to look at angle 7. We want to see if we're going to have to subtract or is it going to be the same measurement, because it could be. Angle 7 is 60 degrees. What's the measure of angle 2 up here? So first of all, look, is angle 7 acute or obtuse? Okay, it's acute. What about angle 2? Is it acute or obtuse? It's acute. Okay, like I said, there's only going to be 2 measurements. So if it's acute, just like 7, then those are going to be the same measurements.